Hi, it's Robbie Johnson with Surf Carolina Magazine. We're here on the beach in Surf City, North Carolina for the 2011 Clash of the Carolinas Surf Championships. Let's check it out and see what's happening here. I'm here with one of the hardest working volunteers in the surf community, and I talk a lot about our volunteers, and I could start naming names, but I'm not even going to because there are so many who help. But I can assure you, I watch this sport closely, and no one works harder than this lady from Carolina Beach, Miss Amy Rose. Amy, thanks for giving us a couple of minutes here.
You're welcome.
We're here at the Clash of the Carolinas on Topsail Island, and first, Amy, tell us just real briefly how this contest came about and what it is all about.
This actually is a contest we decided to redo. We had done it in the several years past and had kind of gotten away from it, and decided this year to try and do it again to give the kids a chance to get some practice in before Easterns comes up. But to answer your question, what it is, it's CNC, which is Central North Carolina, basically versus us, SNC, which is Southern North Carolina. And it just gives the kids the opportunity to compete against someone other than themselves to get ready for Easterns.
Excellent. Sounds like a great training program or training opportunity.
Yep.
Have you had a good turnout, good response to it?
It's been awesome. It turned out to be a 2-day event, and it has been great.
Well, we've got fun surf out there. Certainly it could be better, but for August and when the temperature's been in the hundreds the way it has been, or high 90s, gosh, there's some shoulder high sets out there, so you got to be pleased with that.
Yeah, we had good waves and a thunderstorm yesterday, but we survived it.
Amy, I mentioned on the lead-in here about the volunteers, and I really mean this. I mean, not just in the ESA. If there's a contest going on, if it's the hot wax, the reef, the this, the that, Amy Rose, you are there. You work hard. You're working in a position where you hear maybe sometimes complaints about judging or this or that.
Oh, yeah.
It's got to be very rewarding just the same to see all these kids grow and the changes in the sport over the years.
Oh, I do. I enjoy what I could name, like you, I could name several, but I won't. Where I've watched the kids that started out as Menahoonies and now they're winning heat after heat after heat. So to just watch them grow and get better and better in competition, I wouldn't be anywhere else. I love every second of every volunteer hour I give. I love every second of it.
Well, Amy, it shows. And here again, I mean this sincerely. There's so many people we can talk to, and I always say sincerely, but it's the truth. People really appreciate what you do. And being a neighbor of mine for many years, your assistance to the kids goes far beyond the surfing contest. There's kids at your house, and you treat them all like they are your kids.
Yep.
And just for a minute, I'm going to ask you about a young man that's certainly close to you, is your son Bradley. I've watched Brad move from a little kid. I remember when he first started surfing, and as we speak, he is in Nicaragua with the ESA All-Stars, and I know you're really proud of him too.
Oh, I am. I miss him. I know he's having a blast. I'm glad he's having the trip of a lifetime, but as mama, I do miss him. I miss him not being here at this event, but I know he's having a good time, and I am very proud of him.
Well, you know, Amy, and that's another thing. If it were not for the ESA in this sport, Bradley probably wouldn't be in Nicaragua, would he? Surfing.
No.
So there are opportunities here.
Yeah, absolutely, because when you start off in ESA, and you may just be this little kid that's just learning how to surf. And ESA is a family, not just me, my husband, Sandy, Jesse, the director, and even Bradley, as he's grown up through ESA. Bradley now teaches surf lessons. And as he's teaching surf lessons, he talks about ESA. And so from that, it's just a big surfing family. And we watch these kids grow, turn them into all-stars, and then they can do these trips and these other big events. And the Junior Pro Tour, they can either stay here with us and be the little family-oriented surfing community, or they can move on. It's up to them. The potential's on them.
Well, Amy, I want to say something to the people of the Carolinas who might be watching this video. They really need to come up and hug your neck or shake your hand. You work countless numbers of hours. You've been here, and the others as well, all weekend. You could have been at home sitting on the beach and taking it easy. You do this probably 2 or 3 weekends a month. I
at
love
least.
you, and the kids love you, and we appreciate all you do, girl.
Thank you very much. My email and phone number is public for everybody. If you want to join ESA or if you just want to come by my house and talk about it, I'm there. Anybody in Carolina Beach can tell you how to find Bradley's house.
Okay,
so.
if there's some kids watching this, speaking of that want to join the Eastern Surfing Association, how do they go about it?
ESA-SNC.com, that's our website, our local SNC website. All the information is there. There's a membership form. Again, my contact information is there. Just get up with me or mail it in. You can become a member. It's a $40 a year annual membership. And then you come and surf every contest we have. We're going to do 7 events this year, maybe 8. Our next one coming up is in Ocean Isle, September 10th, another 2-day event. We're going to have some surprises for that one. That one is open to everybody. You don't have to just, be an ESA. But we got a lot of fun stuff planned for that one. So,
Amy, you've always got something planned, and before I go, you grow the best tomatoes in the Carolinas. Thanks,
we
Amy.
try.
Real ugly. They turn so far. How you doing? Hi.
Good heat.
Thank you, sir.
Really good heat.
Yellow's best flavor? Cinnamon is pretty good. I'll say it's in between.
Oh, no, let's get back over here. Bo Rayner, ladies and gentlemen.
Waves just start to come better because the tide's
Okay, I'm here on the beach with Rob Cordero. Rob, one of the top surfers from North and South Carolina for sure.
Thank you.
Former ESA champion up in Cape Hatteras, and hails from the Crystal Coast. And here for the Clash of the Carolinas. Rob about to go out in his open heat. Rob, it's a little junky out there. What's your strategy?
Well, it's really just going to be on point, waiting for the good ones, and whenever they do come in, just take them and get as many turns as you can in. Just try to connect and make it fluid. I know it looks a little junky out there, but there's definitely some waves coming in, and everybody's got to deal with the same thing.
There you go. Great attitude. Rob Cordero, ladies and gentlemen. Rob, good luck.
Thank you very much, Robbie.
Yeah, I'm here on the beach with Cody Lugens, who just graduated from UNCW, was captain of their surf team, and boy, had a successful few years there, huh, Cody?
Yeah, we sure did. We brought him to the house. We said East Coast wasn't number a thing. Took that 3 times over. Went to the West Coast. Just missed out winning there. No big deal. And hopefully there'll be a bright future there for the kids who are coming in the next year or two. Coach Dylan McNamara still holding it down. Old Paul Wall holding it down. Pretty much ready to do big things and keep building. And then other than that, shredding. That's all there is to it. Making money.
Well, there's all there is to it. It's a lot easier said than done, Cody. You've been a big part of that UNC program,
yes,
UNCW program, and a big part of the local surf scene for several years here. And what's up? What's coming up for you in the future now that you've graduated from UNCW?
Basically just going to be enjoying life, enjoying things that I got going on right now. Going to be this fall kind of traveling a little bit. Going to go out to Central California for a little bit and see some friends and travel around there. And then really want to go see that contest in New York, the Quicksilver Pro. I haven't ever seen Kelly Slater surf in person, so I don't want to miss that. And then from there, it's just going to be building my resume for grad school next year in the fall. So hopefully by then I'll have a nice layout of work I can present to some people that want to see what I've done. And then other than that, try to have as much fun as possible, make as much money as possible.
Cody, that's a great game plan. You're getting ready to surf a semifinal here
Yes,
at
sir.
the Clash of the Carolinas, and I mean we're literally just minutes away, and I appreciate you giving me a little bit of time here. Good luck, Cody.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, I'm here with Lucas Jolly of Atlantic Beach, North Carolina. Lucas, one of the standouts also up on the Crystal Coast, and goofy footer that I love to watch surf. And we're here at the Clash of the Carolinas where Lucas just won his semifinal heat, heading into the finals in men's division. Lucas, what's been up? I know you've been traveling and you're working on a fishing boat and been in Mexico for the last couple of winters, right?
Oh yeah, we spent like 2.5 months each winter down in Mexico fishing, down there catching sailfish. Got back from there middle of March and just been here since.
Have you been able to travel surfing any, or?
No, I have not been able to go anywhere yet. I'm hoping to, maybe this fall, late fall or something.
Okay, are you still working on the boat?
Yeah, still fishing right steady.
Now, do you guys run charters, or is this like a private boat, or what's the deal?
It's a little bit of both. We run charters when we're down south in Mexico, and try and book a few tournaments here. And other than that, we just take the owner fishing.
Well, you're learning a lot from fishing. I know I see a lot of the posts on Facebook. You guys have caught some nice fish. I mean, it's got to be, I know it's really hard work. I used to commercial fish. Tough work, but it's a lot of fun sport fishing too, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a blast. I love it.
Okay, so what's the plans now as far as surfing is concerned this winter? I mean, are you going to go back to Mexico, or are you going to stay here?
As of right now, I'm not real sure what we're going to do. I guess it depends on whether we get a new boat or not.
I'm sorry, when you were there, did you get to surf at all, or was it strictly fishing?
I surfed probably 4 or 5 days down there. Just little onshore swells, nothing real good. Waist high chopper, pretty shallow reef, but it was warm at least.
Yeah, definitely. This winter here was cold and pretty miserable, I think, by anybody's standards. Now, are you surfing the ESA Championships at Hatteras?
Yeah, I am going this year. I had a good result at regionals, so yeah, I don't think I'm going to be working, so I'll be able to surf it this year.
Oh, sweet. Well, we look forward to seeing you there, Lucas. You're one of the top surfers. You're a good kid, and you have a great family support. Your mom, Tony, and your dad, Joe, good people, and I know that's been important to you too, right?
Oh, man, they're great. Love them very much. They're great. They've been a pretty big inspiration to me.
I saw your dad had your little brother in the water up at the Buddy last week, pushing him in, and that was fun.
Actually, he's been getting in the water a little bit too now, so hopefully get to surf with him sometime soon.
Well, I drug you out of the shade down there under your tent, so go back down there and get ready for this final. Go out there and win one for Central North Carolina, Lucas.
All right, man, I'll try.
Okay, Carolina, I'm here with one of the Carolinas, in fact, one of the East Coast's very top young surfers, Mr. Stevie Pittman from Newport, North Carolina, who does most of his surfing on the Crystal Coast in Atlantic Beach, Emerald Isle area. Stevie's now a whopping 11 years of age, actually skipped a grade in school, going to the 7th grade this fall. Stevie, you had a good summer, huh? You've been traveling a bit?
Yes, sir.
Tell us a little bit about what you've been doing.
Well, I went to California and surfed nationals and U.S. champs in San Clemente, and just been here and hopefully go somewhere else.
Gotcha. You going back to school this fall, huh? You're not homeschooled. You're actually in. Are you in school or you're
I'm
homeschooled? homeschooled. Okay, great. Certainly, you're going to the ESA championships, right?
Yes, sir.
Now, are you still in Minnehoonies?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What surfboards are you riding right now, Stevie? Can you tell me who your shaper is and what you're riding?
I've been riding like Orions by Greg Geiselman and then AJWs by Adam Morgan.
I gotcha. Do you have any sponsors as far as clothing, wetsuits, things like that?
Yeah, Volcom, Sanook, Freak, Electric, and Permanent Vacation.
Your mom and dad are a big part of your life. I know I see them at contests all the time. Can you say anything, how important they are to you?
They're super important because they support me and drive me to all the contests and make sure my mind's right, and that my dad helps me get better and gives me advice before I go out my heat, so it's really important.
It's great. I was doing an interview earlier, someone you probably don't know, a man named Mark Mitchell, who's a former ESA champion and U.S. amateur finalist, and he was talking about how important it is to have family support, and you sure do have that, and it's good to hear that you recognize it and appreciate it. Growing up there in the Crystal Coast, Atlantic Beach area, it's a great region to call home. Who did you look up to as far as local surfers? Who pushed you, and who was your idol, so to speak, back home?
Back home, probably the Heatherleys, like Fisher and Hunter.
Gotcha. Do you see yourself as becoming a pro surfer?
I hope so.
Yeah, I mean, you've certainly got the talent and right now the ability, and a lot of us here in the Carolinas watch you closely. You've had some great results in amateur competition and at such a young age of only 11. How old were you when you started surfing?
I was 2.5. I started standing up on a boogie board, and I think 3 I was surfing. I just like to thank my family for all the support, and thanks for being at all the contests, and love you.
That's good. Stevie, before we finish up, what do you want? Are you playing any other sports, just focusing on surfing?
I just focus on surfing, but I skate sometimes.
Gotcha. Tell us a little bit about where you've been at 11 years old. Where have you traveled to surfing?
Well, I went to Ecuador with the Volcom team, and I've been going to Puerto Rico for the winter for 2 years, I think, but just staying like probably 12 weeks, 6 weeks, but going back and forth between home and there.
How much do you weigh, Stevie?
84, I think.
In bigger surf, does that just not like knock you around? I mean, are you how comfortable are you in surf? Like, you know, when it gets double overhead, are you comfortable with that?
So I'm trying to get better at surfing big waves.
Yeah, well, at 80 pounds, that's hard, and it takes a lot of nerve and desire and determination to even paddle out in that, because, you know, certainly most guys in the 160, 170 pound range, it's not so important, but when you're 80 pounds, I mean, you can really get work. What kind of surf do you like most? What if you could surf a perfect day, what would it be like?
Probably like head, glossy, and just perfect A-frames.
You like to pull in the barrel? Do you like to do the airs? And what's your favorite maneuver right now?
Backside air reverse.
And I saw you do it, and you've got it down. Stevie Pittman, ladies and gentlemen, 11 years old. Watch this young man. He's got a super bright future. Thank you, Stevie.
Thank you.